Radio.
They're coming.
Fitzy and Wippa.
Their focus is extremely short.
How have I even got a job here?
On Nova.
Hello there, dedicated podcast listeners. It is Leno and Jess here from the team. Jess doing a little dance because this is a Friday episode.
Finger gun Fridays. Here we go.
So it has all the regulars, recap, riddle, and of course...
I only just realised. With Fitzy and Wippa.
Now, Jess, we have had a submission for Only Just Realised.
Have we?
Yes, on the Instagram
I shouldn't
page.
sound surprised because we do ask for one every week. Who's written in what?
Okay, so you can do this on the Fitzy and Wippa Instagram page. DM us there. It can be anything. It can be a riddle, perhaps. It could be a comment, could be feedback, could be adding to a story. But this is an Only Just Realised who we've got thanks to Jordan, who listens from America. So, I only just realised that Frankenstein was the name of the scientist who created the monster and not the monster's name. The monster we know culturally as Frankenstein was actually never named.
Really?
Yeah.
Do
Did
you know
not know
what?
that?
I don't have permission to do it, but double chin gin on the way.
We'll see if we can get that to you in America, and if not, don't come at
The
us.
postage might be a little bit too much, Jordan, so apologies in advance. I'm not actually even going to attempt it. What I am going to do is tell you that coming up is, yes, Leno, the resolution to our Space Getty mission. Whipfley ventures into the unknown. Does he find the pasta? You will find out very shortly.
We launch a bowl of spaghetti attached to a weather balloon 25 kilometres into space. People of Muswellbrook are fizzing.
Be the talk of the town. Definitely something to look forward to.
I'm excited.
Fitz and Wippa are going to join the space race.
Richard Wilkins here. Good luck with our boys. It's Tommy Williams. Punching into light speed, man.
This is Amy Shaw. Good luck with the launch, boys.
Ray Hadley here. Best of luck in Muswellbrook.
I'm Richard Branson. Good luck.
Couldn't believe the amount of people that got behind this. It's so exciting. It's just a bowl of spaghetti, guys, but everybody wanted more. I mean, you don't need a...
Branson one was ripped off a press conference.
That's not
wasn't
true.
it, Tom? Or?
Don't need a billionaire to join the space race, is the message I'd like to say. And Elon Musk, I mean, what he's done with his endeavours in space, he has a controlled rocket that comes back to Earth. But we're kind of a few stages back from that, where we've got a weather balloon and it pops at 25 k's high, and then you've got to try and find it. Not just Sydney, not just Muswellbrook were excited about what we were doing as we launched this balloon yesterday. Chappelle Corby. Leno, is the system working?
Amazing. This is unbelievable.
Okay, so that's crash.
Hey, so no, just
a little
quickly,
bit like the
'cause
balloon.
we haven't seen it yet, but you have. What's the vision like when it was 25 kilometres up in the air?
All right, I'm going to show you an image of what it looks like when you see a bowl of spaghetti. Now my phone's crashed.
Hang on, I'm going to bring it up on the big screen.
Can you get it on the big screen?
This is going up on our Instagram right now, guys. The footage.
Fitzy and Wippa Instagram account right now.
Look at that.
You're
That is a bowl of spaghetti 25 k's high above the Earth.
That looks photoshopped. That is amazing.
You can see the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah.
You can see ground. You can see the mining town below of Muswellbrook.
That is unbelievable.
Isn't
You can see
it?
the sun behind it. You can see the spaghetti ready to be eaten by aliens. It is so high.
It was a beautiful day yesterday, quite warm, not much breeze, so it's worked out perfectly.
Isn't that extraordinary? Go to the Fitz and Wippa Instagram page right now if you want to have a look at a bowl of spaghetti 25 k's high. You'll never see it again, mate. It's like Halley's Comet as a kid. Wow. You might have to wait 78 years to see it again.
Big John the Space Cadet.
Huh? Space Getty is what we're talking
was John
about.
happy with it?
He was over the moon, pardon the pun says. Totally confused, but he was excited.
Yeah.
I rang him afterwards and I said, Dad, we did it. And he went, you know what? I'm really proud.
Oh, that's nice.
Good on you,
He's
Dad.
on the line now. Are you there,
No,
John?
he doesn't come on
no,
air.
He doesn't.
He did a
He
pre-recorded
refuses.
countdown yesterday, and that's the best you'll get from him. We got a lot more from Chappelle Corby.
I'm in Queensland and it is sunny. Hi, Chappelle Corby here. Good luck as you launch the Big John Space Getty. Now I hear you've packed your bags. I hope they're locked. I'd love to taste Big John's Space Getty. Once you land, can you drop me some, please?
Couple of bag jokes there from Chaps.
Good effort.
Old Chaps Corby.
That is a great effort by her.
ScoMo.
I mean, she would have looked up into space numerous nights there in Caribacana, I would say.
And just seen the roof of a room fit.
ScoMo was pumped about it.
G'day, boys. I hope you're doing well up there in Muswellbrook. I hear you'll go for launch. Going for launch with Wippa's dad. Now, you know I'm a big fan of Wippa's mum, but I got to say, Wippa's dad, mate, you have come through. launching your pasta sauce into space where it'll truly be out of this world. So I wish you well with all that. Hope to catch up with you guys soon. And don't forget Wippa's dad. Say hello to Wippa's mum for me. Cheers.
He's using my dad to get to my mum.
That is beautiful.
That's happened a few times. Let's focus on what was happening after the show finished, after 9 o'clock yesterday when Fitz, you jumped in the car and I said, mate, you're racing off to try and find the bowl of spaghetti because it's got to come down somewhere. 25 k's high, the balloon pops at the top, and your job, if you want the footage, is to then find where it lands. And you were on the M4 really quickly.
Yeah.
You didn't find it or you didn't see anything?
We heard that it can be anywhere between 20 to, 250 kilometres away.
Huh?
So I said, we'll start heading back to Sydney straight away.
And did you see it at all?
Tommy, I was asleep for an hour.
Yeah, you're out cold.
But we
looking
missed
for
it.
it.
So I was kind of left. It was just me and Josh, the online guy. And we got a beep. Which was great because when it goes that high, you lose radar. So we didn't know where it was. And then when it comes lower, you pick up the beep again and the GPS tracking on it. So we were just looking to the heavens, chasing this thing. Here's what happened.
I think it's gonna
Yeah, it's going to be a long, long time. Elton Jack, it's going to be a long, long time to bloody find this thing. It has drifted a long way from home and launch as we speak. It has landed. I'm about to chase.
10 a.m.
Do you know where we're going, mate?
Yeah.
You're confident?
Yeah, she sent me the location, Georgia.
10:15.
Hi, darling. I'm just in the car with Josh, and we are driving to try and locate the bowl of pasta.
Oh, so it's dropped.
Yeah, it's landed.
How exciting.
Now I've become the spaghetti hunter. Could be in a tree, could be in the water, could be down a mine, but I'll get it.
You always do me proud, baby.
Okay.
10:30.
Georgia, Wippa, have we got a signal? We got a beep? Do we know where we're at?
We're on Glenny's Creek Road.
Glenny's Creek Road. Bye. So do you know where we're going? I wasn't really listening to her. She's just sent me coordinates.
10:45.
There's a McDonald's just up here. So we'll go straight through the drive-through and be back with the team in a minute.
10:47.
So is it like erotic fiction or erotic stories, or is it?
11 a.m.
Okay, we're close. Coordinates have been met. Oh, Whip Dog's here. Your job is done. Hey guys, all right, how close are we? Okay, 200 metres from touchdown area. Guys, all right with me? All right.
We'll go through the gate?
Yeah, this way. We've got the beep coming through. Careful of snakes too, guys. Always keep the communication up. Okay, we're getting closer. That way. There's Spiky. There's a cliff here, guys. Guys, I've spotted it!
Got it?
Guys, I've spotted it! Bring it in! We've got the spaghetti has landed. What? From 25 kilometres high, the spaghetti has come back to Earth, and we successfully have completed the mission! Completed the mission! Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? To think that spaghetti travelled 25 kilometres. Up there, and then you bring us to here for the find and to complete the circle of what has been an amazing story. I'm so proud of everyone. I'm so proud of what you guys have done. I'm so proud of you and you, not so much you and my dad, my grandmother, Switzerland and Australia, Nova and the team at UTS, sorry. Because together, we joined, we worked together, and through the love of space and food, we're united today for something really special. So thank you, everyone. Yeah!
That is amazing. The vision of it up in space is crazy.
It's all on our Instagram right now, the whole video.
Yeah, go check it
I
out.
get a bit emotional looking back at it, knowing what it took, where it started, and how well we did in achieving
Was
that.
it still in good nick?
Yeah.
Was it cold? Did you?
Well, minus 52 degrees when you're up that high. No, it was fresh, but it had hit a tree on the way down.
Right.
Sort of bounced off the tree. Part of the balloon was stuck in the tree.
So
But
some
then
koala would be having
if we hadn't got there early enough, you're right, a koala would have been enjoying that sauce. Would have been calling John for the recipe.
Wow.
Well done, guys.
Oh, koalaries.
UTS, everyone involved. Outstanding work.
Well done.
Go and have a look at the Fitzy Wippa Instagram page. You'll see the full story there.
Fitzy and Wippa.
Ready to hit the road this summer? It's time to What If It. Visit whatif.com to plan and book your accommodation, flights, activities, even car hire.
Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. Booking cancellation windows apply.
What if? It's Aussie for travel. Check government advisories before booking and travelling. Going to a wedding today, which is lovely. Congratulations to beautiful Millie.
Oh, Mel.
Yeah, and she used to work here on the show. You might remember Millie. She was on the phone. She had IBS a fair bit. We used
She
to.
did not.
Did not.
You sure?
On her wedding day of all days, could you not talk about bowel stuff?
Oh,
It's
she-
not a
Is she
funny
got it on her wedding day? Poor bugger.
No,
Oh,
she
right.
never had
well,
it.
being
You're
nervous though,
unkind.
that whole nervous poo thing, it really does exist, doesn't it? Like,
How many days this week at this time
it's
are you
every
going
day.
to bowel
It
chat?
has-
sorry, we're
Every
moving on
day.
from it.
Yeah.
Millie, we're moving on.
I mean, you went with the first hour of the show. Every break.
Hang on.
Stop.
Okay, so we move on from that part. So there was a rehearsal yesterday because I'm lucky enough to be invited to do a reading, which is terrific. Myself.
Which is kind of ironic.
Isn't it?
Okay.
Did she not remember how hard it was to get you to do a live
Well,
read?
this is the thing. There's two parts to this. One, Amanda Keller from Jonesy and Amanda, and of course, the living room. She's doing the other reading.
But she's a professional.
Yeah, and says her reading is like 2 pages long.
Oh, and yours
Mine-
is a whole line.
She's an entertainer, mate.
Mine is summed up in a screenshot on my phone.
Yeah.
Like it's about 10 lines.
Any words that you're struggling with, like cloud or...
Cloud's fine, CLOUDE.
If it's in a church,
there's no
it's
E.
Jesus, not Jesus.
Jesus, well, it
No,
depends where you're
just in
from,
case.
Sarah.
No.
I hope you're charging, Mike.
I am charging.
Nice, mate.
I sent her straight through management. Here's the thing. Side note, I'm not invited to the reception. I reckon that's a bit odd.
Well, we've seen you eat,
Like,
so not
You
odd.
get an invite. I mean, I turned up to the rehearsal yesterday doing a reading, so obviously very special to the bride and groom, Millie and Tim. And won't get the feed. Like, what do you look forward to at a wedding? Let's be honest.
Well, it's not the food.
It's not the I do's, mate.
Yeah, look,
That is the highlight.
Oh, give me a break.
Sarah, the
best part-
ceremony.
The
Are you
ceremony.
You two are so
Get
miserable.
that. You want to be in that church as a guest. You want to be in that church for about 20 minutes. And then you want to get a good feed and as much grog as possible.
Man.
Sarah, do you think people go to weddings to see the beauty of the I do?
Yeah, because a lot of people will, even just uninvited, go to the church
My mum does
to
that.
watch. Exactly.
With a camera.
Because that is the most beautiful part. What happens afterwards is just sort of it's not as meaningful.
What are you talking about? They've got the speeches. You're looking into each other's eyes. People get emotional.
Yeah, you want the
Yeah,
best
but
man
that's
to be.
hanging up the front
Father of the
Fitz.
bride.
You want the best man to be highly inappropriate.
It's the best.
Why the bride runs off crying.
The most emotion is in that church.
Says if you believed that when you got married to Gary, you wouldn't have done it at a restaurant with a nice long lunch. You would have just invited us to a hall
Best thing you've said all
to
day.
watch you, and then we would have all had to leave.
I did it in reverse. It was an intimate gathering which none of you were invited to at the church because it was people that I actually care about. And then afterwards was the obligatory invites of people who showed up in T-shirts and shorts to a fancy restaurant.
That was a good
the
feed.
best wedding.
Good feed.
Because we didn't even know it was a wedding. Rocked up straight into it.
Yeah.
No ceremony.
That was
Bang.
easy.
Congrats.
Here's the
Free
thing.
booze.
The priest or the reverend, and I'm familiar with the church. I used to live next door to the church. Remember, I had a bit of an issue with the bell ringing schedule that they had. They practiced bell ringing at 10 p.m. at night. Some fat kid hanging off a rope close to midnight. And I went into the church and said, could you give us a heads up on what your bell ringing times are? Because I'm trying to sleep. I get up at 4 a.m., so I don't need this ringing right next to my window at 10 p.m.
Was that before or after the issue with the birds, which had us all hanging rubber snakes out your window?
Around the same time.
Gotcha.
So I'd already had a little bit of beef with the church. And then I saw the guy again yesterday.
Oh.
And I said to him, this reading that I've been given as we rehearsed, I said, can you say where the verse is from? Because I don't know how to say this word.
Bible.
Dr. Seuss?
No. And normally you would say, like, Genesis chapter 3, verses 1 to 6, or something like that.
Yeah.
What the hell is this word? Because I then said to him, you just say where it's from, and I'll kick it in with the reading. Let's work together. And he said, no, it's your reading. You say where it's from, and I said, come on, mate, help a brother out here. You do that formal bit, and I'll just...
Help a brother out.
Show us the word.
You can say that in a church.
You're in downtown Brooklyn.
No, it's a church term.
Show it before you read it. I want to see if we know what it is.
I don't think you will have ever
Just
seen
turn
it.
your phone around and show us.
It's in the bold there, in the small writing.
Is this today's Wordle?
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes.
Did you live under a rock growing up? Did you? Oh, well, you didn't really go to school, did you?
I did go to school.
You just didn't listen.
I've never heard of ecclesiastics.
No, I've never heard of
Is that an
as
event
well.
in the Olympics?
No way.
Did I say it wrong, Tommy? Is that why?
Did you correct pronunciation from YouTube here if you would like?
Thanks, Tom.
Ecclesiastes.
That's what I said.
Ecclesiastes.
So you obviously went to a religious school.
No, not at all.
Mate.
Anglican. You didn't even do church. They used to hand out donuts to get you to just show up.
We went to chapel once a term and we did Bible readings 3 mornings a week.
Yeah, no,
I've
we
never
didn't do
heard of ecclesiastics.
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes.
You're going to really butcher today.
Where's that from?
The Bible?
Yeah, but does it mean something?
It
Or is
means...
it just a chapter?
Well, it's like Genesis.
Right,
It's like,
Genesis.
Yes, that's like that.
It's like the Second Testament.
Why would she ask you to do this? It's so unkind.
It's just a test, isn't it?
You, Tommy, are you going today? Can you please
Yeah.
film this?
Yeah,
And
I'll
what's
record all
weird
of it.
about the reading, I mean, God loved them because apparently it meant something special, is that it talks about the power of 2, right? And then the last line is, a cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. Are you inviting someone else into the relationship?
Well, no, that might be your religion or your faith,
Yeah.
maybe that they're
The
referring to.
union of marriage
yeah.
is the third
Is the
string. Yeah.
Oh, I assumed.
Just
I don't
read the
know.
words. Don't try and understand it.
One of the bridesmaids had joined in during the wedding night and it was all getting a bit weird. Maybe that's why I wasn't invited to the after party. Reception.
The after party.
I don't know, mate.
You know what? Sometimes you trawl through the internet and you might sit there and you mindlessly say to yourself, this is doing nothing for me. What have I done? I've just wasted half an hour of my life.
Happens all the time.
All of a sudden, sometimes you can hit jackpot.
Have you struck gold, have you?
Yeah, struck gold.
Found a nug.
Well, you know, when I come into work this morning and you find, this is just amazing, you find a dog that looks exactly like Will Ferrell. Now, this dog's gone.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? Like,
Cute.
Layla's its name. It's become a social media sensation. It's a Labradoodle. Looks like Will Ferrell there. I mean, there's Will.
Yeah.
Layla. It's got the
Oh my
eyes.
God, it's the nose, the bridge of the nose.
And they say, you know, like that dogs look like their owners.
Yeah.
But I have tracked down, this is amazing. I've actually tracked down a website that have dogs that look like celebrities.
Great. Busy
And
day for the creator of that website.
Actually, have you got... I don't know if you've got some game show music there or anything you've got in the system there, Leno, because I'd love to play this with you guys, if you don't mind. I'm going to hold up the dogs first.
Okay, should we get these online? A little bit tough for the player at home.
It is hard. I just want to see if you can pick it, but you'll visualise when I give you the answer at the end of it. Has anyone got any idea who that dog looks like?
Hold on.
It's like a little Pekingese dog.
It's either Santa Claus
It's got long blonde hair.
or Richard Branson.
Richard Branson.
Michael
Oh, it does look like Richard Branson.
done.
It's the silver hair and the pinkish skin, isn't it?
That's a
And
great
the eyes
get.
being a bit small.
Thank
Really
you.
good get.
Thank you.
Next dog. Here we go. Does anyone know who that dog
It's a
looks
beautiful looking golden retriever.
like? I mean, I'll give you some clues. Male celebrity, very good looking older man now.
George Clooney?
Oh, no, incorrect.
Pierce
Sarah.
Brosnan.
No.
Sean Connery?
It's also got like a smirk on its face, which is a big clue.
It's Sean. I'm not sure. It's
close.
Kevin Costner.
No.
The other one that looks like Kevin Costner. Yes, Harrison Ford.
Yes. Well done.
That's Harrison Ford
That's
as a
too.
dog.
It's the smirk.
Okay, this one. Anyone got any idea with this dog? This is a short hair pointer.
Yeah, it's a
Big
fairly.
ears, but the eyes. This is massive. Because
I know who that looks like. It's Morgan Freeman.
No, it's
No.
incorrect. Because this is the big clue. This
is it?
dog could attack at any time. And at the moment,
Kanye.
It's Vladimir.
It's Vladimir Putin.
It's Vlad. The dog looks like Vlad in the eyes. Nutbag eyes. Complete nutbag eyes.
That's funny.
What about this one? Anyone know
Okay.
this dog?
So this one's got bluish eyes.
It looks like sort of a pit bull.
Yeah, it's a mongrel of some
Right,
type.
When you see this celebrity, it will blow your mind.
Okay, so whitish face
yeah.
with blue eyes.
You've got to look into the
What
eyes.
genre is the actor usually known for?
Do you know what? Like,
Is it a girl?
It's short-haired as well because the celebrity is short-haired. It's a male.
It's a male with short hair.
Very short hair. And he got quite amorous with me on a red carpet once.
Justin Bieber.
Oh,
Johnny Travolta. It is those weird eyes.
It's beautiful eyes, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can see the dog in that photo is trying to pronounce the name of in what's her name? Leno,
Idina Menzel.
Idina Menzel.
The wickedly talented.
Yeah.
Adele
Dazeem.
See the dog attempting to.
Wickedly talented.
Sorry, Len, I'll put you on the spot.
Adele Dazeem. Last one. Okay, this is a spoodle like my dog Beastie, but it's all in the eyes.
Looks like ScoMo.
No. Oh, actually, it does look a little bit like
It's a bit ScoMo.
What about Jack Black?
ScoMo will be very happy with that because this, I mean, one of the hottest celebrities in the world, another male.
Ryan Gosling.
Biggest actor in the world.
Ryan Reynolds.
No.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Do you know what?
Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what they'd be smart doing? How great would it be to see a movie where the lookalike dogs play the part of the actors?
The cheese stands alone.
So you've got Leonardo DiCaprio as the dog. Oh, and who's this?
What, like
Richard Branson's arrived.
Like Milo and Otis, so there's
Yeah.
a voiceover. They voice
They do
over.
the voices.
Oh, so
Will
they
Ferrell's
voice
in
the
there.
dog.
Vladimir's in there. I mean, it'd be different.
It's not bad.
Anyone?
It's not good.
Anyone? Anyone?
It's not
Nope,
bad.
Just
it's not
me.
good either.
I mean, it's a brainstorm, guys. We're only starting. This is the first day.
Hey, are we due for another dog movie? We haven't had one for ages. I mean, Red Dog was the last good dog movie,
Oh, well,
wasn't it?
Red.
Marley and Me.
Clifford, the big red dog.
Oh, yes.
But he was fake.
He's fake.
He's
With what's the
animated.
name of that guy? Jack
Whitehall.
Whitehall.
He's very good.
UK bloke, funny.
Best dog movie of all time.
Oh, Turner and Hooch.
No, it was the dog that always went missing.
Milo and Otis was pretty good.
Dances with Wolves.
Benji.
But Dances with Wolves?
Yeah.
It's not Dances with Dogs.
A wolf is a dog.
It's like an
it's not,
extension
mate.
of.
Yes, it is. Where do you think dogs came from? Where do you think we came from?
No,
Wolves.
No, we came from gorillas, didn't we?
Well, I'm going back further than that.
Hang on, we didn't go from wolves into gorillas into us,
Wow.
or gorillas into wolves into us.
If you would like to read a book on evolution, Sarah, we can have this discussion at a later date.
Have you read
I'm
it?
going to
Yeah.
now.
What is it?
Is it Richard What's his name? Richard Dawkins? Richard?
Yeah.
Charles
Richard Dawkins.
Darwin?
There's
No. Theory of evolution.
So it's
Fascinating.
a theory?
No, it's not a theory. It's the truth. So what's quite interesting too is that you know how you look at domestic dogs and foxes foxes not so much domestic, but what they would do, because you've got evolution, then you've got artificial evolution. So if you want to get a dog with a squashed face, you can go and breed it with a dog with a squashed face. But what they used to do is they would take a pack of wolves, and one guy in particular that used to sell their fur of the wolf, he would offer meat to a pack of wolves and see which ones would come closer and closer and closer. He would then take the ones that would come closer, he'd capture them, and he'd breed them with other ones that were prepared to come closer. And that was how they domesticated the dog.
But hang on.
So dogs are wolves. They're not dogs. Wolves aren't dogs.
No, you're right.
Wolves are wolves.
But that's how they
But how
became.
did we come from wolves
Yeah.
when we're supposed to come from apes?
Did one...
No, the ape part was a lot more recent than the wolf part and the dog part.
But that's what I mean. By your justification, wolves turned into apes that turned into us.
I'm saying the wolf and the dog was a very early stage beginning of human life. Of life, should I say. So that then evolved to every other species that we see out there today. Yeah. So the only time you will see an example of evolution in a lifetime is probably an elephant's trunk. Sorry, the elephant tusks. Because you can see that the bigger elephants have been poached for their tusks, and therefore you only see smaller tusks on animals because the bigger ones have already been killed out.
I feel like I've eaten some really bad mushrooms.
I feel like I've got whiplash.
In a lifetime, that's the only example of evolution that you can possibly capture in 100 years.
You've got got sticky tape stuck to your head as well.
I thought that might be a problem. I can feel it pulling my brain out as I rip
hard
it.
to concentrate.
Anyway, guys.
You need to.
That's why a dog is your best mate, Sarah.
Someone go get a glass of
You and
cold
Winnie
water.
aren't that far apart.
I'm okay with that.
That's why Winnie's in your bed, in the shower,
All
with
right,
your denim shorts on.
Tom.
Test. And now it's time for Tom.
The overweight looking Russell Brand producer.
Time. Tom time. Like that?
Ah, yes. Good morning, Fitzy, Wippa, Sarah, Matt DeGrotto. Nice to see you guys.
Tim Ivey, great commitment to the show as a branding exercise to wear the Midi-Life Crisis pub tour T-shirt into work on a Friday.
I'm so excited that the Midi-Life Crisis will be back later in the year, guys.
2022, it's going to be massive.
Is that we've got to try to get past 35?
Yes.
Yep.
Past 35 pubs. Very exciting. The prize this morning for Tom Time, guys. It is that $250 to spend at whatif.com. Let's say good morning to Ben in East Maitland.
Really
start,
good, Ben.
Really strong
Hey,
start.
guys.
Good job, buddy.
What's on this weekend, Benny? Doing anything? Or?
Oh, nah, just hitting it out at work, fellas.
Good man.
Punch hard, son.
Well
Come
said.
on, we want to give you a what if voucher.
Yep.
Good luck, Ben. Got to get the third one correct.
Who was furious after the free flowers, which he'd organised for his wife, did not arrive on Valentine's Day, which has forced him to plan a romantic lunch with his wife today? Who would that be? Who's furious? Fitzy or Wippa?
That would definitely be that big cheapskate Wippa.
Thanks, Benny. You're right. The old
What
tight
happened
bum.
to the cheap flowers and champagne?
It was a communication breakdown. I actually forgot to order it. Forgot to call the freebie in. And when I emailed and said, hey, just checking where the flowers are, she said, why didn't you reply to the email? And I went, oh, God, bloody slipped through the fingers there. Whoopsie daisy. But my wife and I will have a beautiful lunch today and maybe a bit of a kiss and cuddle afterwards. What? Am I right, babe, if you're listening? She's not listening.
She doesn't listen.
No, she's given up.
Well done, mate.
Okay, so thanks, Tom.
Who said, question number 2, who said to the team the other day in the office, and I quote, I am the music industry. I've done this for 17 years. I could tell you a story or two that would blow your top off.
Oh, my God.
Classic Fitzy.
Wow. Taking a stab in the dark.
The music man.
Taking that out of context a bit there, Tom.
The music man has
Can you give
arrived.
us one of the stories?
Yeah, give us a story.
Blow our top off.
What was what were we talking about?
Mate,
I don't remember.
I don't know, but I guess it was something.
You wanted to play Land Down Under remix on air.
Yes, I think I did plenty of times, and that one from Encarta, the movie. Yes.
Encanto.
In Canada.
I think Microsoft Encarta was the old pre Google.
All right. I'm still trying to work that out. I haven't updated myself.
Benny, question number 3, get this correct, win the prize. Now, we were going through the boys' diaries, which are obviously very busy the other day, but who said that he couldn't attend an important work event in March because, quote, March is stacked.
Wippa.
But when we opened up his calendar, the only thing there was footy returns.
On the Wednesday night. Benny, any idea?
Is it Wippa?
Yeah, you jumped in early, but you were still right.
Just don't jump in it. It
Mate,
just sort of ruins
Feeling. It was just a feeling, Whips.
March is chockers, am I right, guys?
Yeah.
March is huge.
What have you got in March, Whip?
Oh, God, where do I start, Tommy? We've only got till 9 o'clock.
You got the
Mad March.
Football's back.
2 people enter. Only one leaves.
Lock the door!
There's 60 seconds on the clock.
Time to dance.
It's time to play Last Man Standing.
It's not too late for a cheeky summer break. Head to whatif.com and book your Aussie getaway today. What if? It's Aussie for travel.
Tommy, I just saw you on whatif.com. You got a little family getaway coming up soon, have you?
Yeah, gonna book a hotel and get out of town, you know?
Tommy told me he was going to win 50k Friday today with Kate, Tim and Joel and then jump onto What If.
Just looking on your computer there, Tom. That's only a one-bedroom...
Don't ask too many questions.
What are you getting out of town for there, big man?
Yeah, I just got people chasing me, but it's gonna be fine.
Is that a witness protection program?
Oh, Tom. That plastic surgery would look great on you.
Mate, how to not get tracked by your family.com. It's a weird site.
Jared in Fairfield. How are you, Jared?
Hello, Jared.
Hey, mate, how are you?
Yeah, good. You've had a dramatic morning. What happened, Jared?
Mate, I actually got into an accident on the M5 this morning on my way to work.
Oh, did it hold people up, Jared?
Oh, it was a little bump. I've rear-ended someone and quickly exchanged details, and she had to go off to work. And
Okay, so you've pulled over now, Jared? You're all sweet to play?
Yeah, no, I'm at home. I'm all safe in that now.
You sound a bit shaky.
rattled.
Yeah, sounds completely rattled.
All right, Peter in Elwood, you're up as well. What did you want to say, Pete?
Morning, boys. I couldn't be in Muswellbrook yesterday. However, I mean, the chills I got through listening on the radio, it's got to go down the 17th as, I'd say, Space Getty Day.
Space Getty Day. You said it, Pete. After 8 o'clock, you're going to find out exactly how it played out when we send a bowl of spaghetti 25 k's into space.
8 o'clock, we'll find out. Jared, you're going first. If you get that wrong, if you get one wrong, power goes over to Peter. Whoever has the power at the end of 60 seconds, $500 to spend at whatif.com. Here we go. Jared, your 60 seconds starts now. A kookaburra is a type of what?
Bird.
Yes. How long can a golfer search for a ball before declaring it a lost ball?
Pass.
3 minutes. Over to Peter. Peter.
3 minutes.
Yeah, Peter. Which film finally saw Leonardo DiCaprio bag his first Oscar?
The Great Gatsby.
No, it was The Revenant. Back to Jared. Jared, Benji Marshall played which sport?
NRL.
Correct. True or false? A dog's nose print is unique, much like a human fingerprint.
Very unique.
No, is it true or false?
Oh, true.
True, that is correct. Gin is made with which berry?
Elderflower?
No, it's juniper. Over to Peter. Peter, what is the capital of Ireland?
Dublin.
Yes. Victoria Beckham was part of which girl band?
Spice Girls.
Yes. If you're eating calamari, what are you eating? Doesn't matter.
Pete, you got it. Pete. Well done, buddy. $500 to spend at What If. What a roller coaster. I mean, it was a stretch for Jared to have a car accident, come home and then call the show to be part of Last Man
It's
Standing.
amazing effort.
I only just realised. With Fitzy and Wippa.
All right, so Tommy Williams has just texted. Tommy's a little bit embarrassed because he said he thought the whole time that the jet stream that you see from a plane was that the pilot was doing that just to tell all the other planes which direction they were going and just to give them a heads up.
No, they've got radars for that, Tommy. They don't just rely on...
That's your chemtrails, isn't it?
Well, it's not chemicals that the government's putting out. It's condensation from the plane.
Right.
But they call them chemtrails as though the government has decided to spread something.
To crop dust the people.
To crop
It's not a
dust the
bad
people.
idea, guys. We're here and we're going this way. So this is the track that we're going, the route that we're going. Stay away from us.
Do you know what I only realised just during the week? Steak, like if I've got a stake in a business, is a different spelling to a steak.
Yes, it is.
Had no idea. You know, the other one I only found out yesterday, blown away, when a friend rang me because of this segment and said, did you know the Beatles called themselves the Beatles and it's spelt B-E-A-T and not how you would spell a beetle as in a bug, B-E-E-T, because they wanted to include the beat in Beatles. I didn't know that.
Oh, my gosh. You didn't know that?
No.
Did you know how to spell?
Did you know that? Did you know that, Sarah?
The spelling
I
of the
knew the
Beatles?
spelling
Yeah, I just
was
never
different,
considered it.
but I
it was
didn't.
from a beat because they're a musical band.
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
Well, how else would you spell that? B-E-A-T-L-E-S.
No, but if you're calling yourself the Beatles without explanation, that you would think, oh, well, they've misspelt Beatles. But the reason they spelt it that way was to reference a
The beat in the music.
I
I'm
didn't know
sorry,
that.
Mr. Music.
No,
I'm
but
sorry,
there's
mate.
but you wouldn't spell
Sorry,
Beatles
mate.
any other way.
But you might want to spell it differently so that you're doing something different. Lots of bands would spell a name differently so it's not associated directly with a small bug that might flap around at Christmas
Why
time.
would they want to be named after the bugs? I suppose
I
the
don't know,
Wiggles
mate.
beforehand were the cockroaches.
There's all sorts of names. There's no rules for band names, Mr. Music.
Rachel in Greystones. What did you only just realise?
Hey guys, I only just realised that the saying goody two shoes isn't goody tissues. I thought it was like goody tissues, like a tissue box.
I thought you were about to tell us the origin of Goody Two Shoes. Where's that from? Tommy's onto it.
I can imagine,
Always heard
Rachel.
it in school.
Yeah, well,
Don't be a Goody Two Shoes.
Whoever puts their hand up, don't be a
suck.
goody tissues.
Yeah. Don't be a gooey in tissues.
Oh, Good. We'll come back to that, Tommy, because that isn't it. What's the origin of Goody Two Shoes?
Thanks, Rach.
Karen in Picton, what did you only just realise?
Hi guys, happy Friday.
To you too,
I
Cags.
just realised last weekend that whiplash is not neck whip. And I realised that because I was shopping with my boyfriend and he was serving as some attractive girl. And I said, are you sure you didn't get neck whipped? And it's like, what's neck whipped? So you must mean whiplash. So I have been saying neck whip for I don't know how long.
Instead of whiplash. Well, I think that's probably because whiplash you always think is when someone's put their neck out, isn't it, in a car accident.
Well, I'm suing that guy for neck whipped.
Neck whipped. I got neck whipped, guys. Huh?
Cute.
He ran into the back of me.
Thanks, Karen.
Goody Two Shoes, Tom?
Yeah, it actually goes back to the days of Cinderella, back to the 1700s, a story
right.
about a girl, a poor orphan girl who went through life with only one shoe. And when a rich gentleman gave her a complete pair, she was so happy she told everyone she has two shoes, and she became Goody Two Shoes.
Isn't that the Cinderella sort of story?
Yeah,
That's
it
what-
is. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what Tom said.
Yeah. That's madness.
Yeah, there you go.
Damo in Erskineville, what have you only just realised?
Hey, gents, I only just realised that February has a silent R in it, so it's actually spelled as though it is February.
Yeah.
Remember there was a big debate on this show because someone wrote an article saying that everyone is pronouncing it wrong and it should be February.
No, February.
February. Damo, we're learning, aren't we? We're always learning.
You're in the running,
every day, Damo.
Maddie in Penrith, what did you only just realise?
Oh, hey. If you hold a light behind a lit candle in a dark room, the flame of the candle doesn't have a shadow. Like every other part will. The wick will, the candle itself will, but a flame doesn't have, the flame bit doesn't have a shadow.
That's all right. That's a good experiment to do over the
Okay, so
weekend.
isn't that just you lighting up the other side of the room?
No, it's like...
I think she's saying the flame is translucent.
Isn't it like it's like a shadow puppet? Like, you know, you do the shadow puppet behind the... But see,
But you'll never see the actual
flame, or is it the actual smoke that's coming off the flame? Is that, Maddie, that you don't get a shadow from?
The smoke will have a shadow. It's only the flame that doesn't, because the flame is a light.
Of
course.
It's creating its own thing, so it's destroying its shadow by being a light.
You've just made my weekend busy, Maddie. Thanks very much.
Educational, Maddie. Thank you very much. Samantha in Ropes Crossing, get involved.
Hey, I've only just realised that when you go to the hairdressers and get foils in your hair, it's called foils because they use the alfoil for your hair.
Oh,
yes.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they use the alfoil in your hair, and that's why they.
Why did you think they called it foils? I mean, you would have seen people in the hairdresser covered in foil.
Yeah, I just thought it's just how they did it, but it's because they used the foil.
Yeah, because the foil part obviously being the process, that's why, because otherwise you
Why
have...
do you have to use our foil?
Well, they use it because they go in and put it within layers of the hair.
So then it just doesn't touch the other part of the hair?
Correct.
Got
Yeah,
ya.
so the dye's only on certain strands.
Should get foils this weekend.
Cassandra in Reevesby. I'm going to go get them too. Cassandra, what have you only just realised?
Well, I always thought conspiracy was said conspiracy because of piracy, conspiracy, but I just found out that it's actually said conspiracy.
Wow. Okay. All right. Tough to Google when you've got it wrong too, Cassandra, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just
Those
a riddle.
conspiracies, they're out there. Thank you for calling the show. Says we need a winner. There's a bottle of
it's
gin here on the
tough.
desk. What do you want to go with?
I reckon maybe Maddie in Penrith with the flame. I think everyone was
Well done, you,
interested
Maddie.
in that. Well done.
Love an experiment. Well done, Maddie. All yours. Bottle of gin. Have a great weekend. Woo! Riddle time, guys. Back for your Friday as we stream live on the Fitzy and Wippa Facebook page. Thomas.
Yeah, numbers are in the dozens, and big good morning to Dee Clark in Werris Creek. She's watching. Oh, Anand, it says good night from India. Which
Anand?
is wonderful.
Oh, is it
yeah.
Anand?
Yeah, and
What's the time over there?
I'll have
Let's
to
have a
check.
look in Mumbai right now.
And big shout out to Benny Shepherd from the RFS, one of our faves.
Oh, Benny Sheps.
Keeping us safe, and he says good numbers on the Facebook, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Shep. Really appreciate it, mate. Good to have you tuning in. Time in Mumbai, according to Ryan
It's
James.
2:15 in the morning. She's had a big one.
Going to bed now.
Bedtime.
My God. But still hanging up and around for riddles. That's the power of riddle time, guys. Here we go. MDG is on the leaderboard. What does it look like at the moment, mate?
It's getting a little scary. Sarah is on 6. She's running away with it. Next closest is Tom at 2.
Where are you, mate?
Fitz and I are on 1.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
It's a bit lazy down the back there with Team Bald.
Okay.
Here we go. First riddle. Fill my pockets.
What?
Drag them down. But unlike my namesake, I won't let you drown. What am I?
A belt.
No.
Fill my pockets.
Fill, not feel.
Oh.
That's a different game.
Do you mind repeating it?
Sure, Tom. Thank you so much
for the opportunity
to share. Fill my pockets, drag them down. But unlike my namesake, I won't let you drown. What am I? Clever one.
Isn't it? Pandemic Pete meantime says on the Facebook, traffic's a little busy on the Grand Parade.
Oh, thanks, Pandemic Pete. Very good. Stick to the speed limit.
Yeah, don't
Shouldn't be
speed.
texting while you're driving.
That's what I
Pete.
would have thought.
Or watching Facebook, I'd imagine.
The old V8 was
Flying, was it?
It was overtime the
Light
other
up
day.
what?
Is it road legal? We don't know.
Light up the Commodore, mate.
Ooh, Pete and his Commodore, I'll tell you what. No one knows what happens in the back of that.
I won't let you drown.
Interesting, Sarah, isn't it?
Fill my pockets.
Brandon on Facebook, air pockets inside a boat structure.
Interesting. No, it's not. Fill my pockets, drag them down, but unlike my namesake, I won't let you drown. What am I?
Is it a life jacket?
No, it's not.
An anchor?
No.
Won't let you drown.
You will not drown doing this because water is not involved.
Okay, so that's quite broad, isn't it?
Fill my pockets.
Yeah, no, you said that.
Pockets.
Pockets of
air,
time,
pockets, lungs.
You fill
Hot pockets.
the pockets.
Hot pocket.
Yeah, lungs. What was that one you
No.
were saying?
What
No?
if I said to the far pocket?
Oh, a pool table.
That is it. Spot on, MDG. A pool table. Fill my pockets, drag them down, but unlike my namesake, I won't let you drown. What am I? A pool table. MDG jumps on board. Here we go. Second riddle for the morning. What building has thousands of stories?
A library.
A library.
Sarah Ann McGilvray gets her name on the sheet for the morning. Right there.
DeGroot, that was right on time. I would have given that one to DeGroot.
I heard
No, Fitzy, I said it first. You
looking
can get
after
the
him.
tape play, but you don't need to look after Matt. No
To
one
the
on the
degree.
team does.
Not in that snug V-neck you've got on this morning, mate. Okay, however you feel about it. My God. Here we go, the last one. From house to house I go. Sometimes I go straight, sometimes I don't. No matter if the weather is rainy or fine, I can never go inside.
A driveway.
No.
Street directory.
No.
House to house. Is it like a gambling kind of...
It's not a postie.
Like a
No.
blackjack table or something?
Not
from house to
blackjack.
house?
Oh, that's a good guess.
No. Thank you so much for your contribution, but no.
Maybe again, if you don't mind, Whip.
Thanks, Tom, for the opportunity to share. From house to house I go. Sometimes I go straight and sometimes I don't. No matter if the weather is rainy or fine, I can still never go inside. What am I?
A map?
No.
I feel like you were right, Tommy. What
did you go
say?
with, Tom?
I said a postman or a postie, but that's
Associated with the correct
So a
answer,
letterbox.
Tom. Not a letterbox.
Is it? Are we playing in the right space?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a sidewalk?
I will accept that it's a footpath. MDG 2-1.
Oh, the old footpath riddle. Well done.
To the man in the vacuum-sealed shirt, he takes out.
It's a gift from my wife, thank you.
Whoops. He takes out riddle time.
They talk about gut-baked bacteria. We've spoken about it a bit on this show.
Baked.
No, gut bacteria.
All right.
And how good, and having diversity in your food and your diet and looking after yourself. And we know about the 5 food groups, fruit, vegetables.
You're cool.
Cereals.
Yep.
Nuts is always a big one as well. I don't think we eat enough nuts.
Yeah, they're good for you, aren't they?
There's a study that's been done on gut bacteria, and they focused on people who only eat one food, and they've only eaten one food their whole lives.
Okay.
I mean, you spoke about this recently, Sarah, with Victoria Beckham.
Oh, yeah, same meal every night for dinner. Salmon and steamed veggies.
That's
25 years.
25 years has eaten the same dinner and refuses to eat anything else. Now, I suppose that's good because she's having veggies,
Yep,
and
and
fish
fish.
is good for you, and she's not eating meat, so that's not too bad.
Right. So it says it's bad for your gut, is
But it
it?
goes on to say, I didn't know this, but the Queen apparently has for 70 years had Special K for breakfast.
Has she?
Really?
Yes. Doesn't have anything else for breakfast.
I love Special K.
I do too.
I mean,
but-
I assume she's not paying for it. I mean, imagine that. I would have got to at least 5 years and told the world the Queen eats Special K
No,
for breakfast.
Well, they're not allowed freebies.
No, they're not, but I just would have thought says.
That Kellogg's would throw
I
her
mean,
one.
the Queen's not jumping on Instagram, doing a quick
I would love to
hashtag ad.
Yeah,
Kellogg's.
She would be good.
Sponsored.
Was the Special K ad was the one that the woman that was getting ready for work.
That's
Yeah.
right. Running out the door.
With the red high heel.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a mini skirts a back or something?
Oh, I think that was
What was
their...
that ad?
Yeah, that was the... Yeah, that
Oh,
was
mini
Special K
skirts are
later
back.
on.
That's right.
Yeah, it gets you in shape.
I'm looking for basic diets. Like I want to hear from people 13, 24, 10 where you only have one or two things in your diet.
You know Carly, who used to work here at Nova. Carly only eats potato.
She's going to hate you for this.
She just eats potato.
But she has sauce on it?
Yeah, tomato sauce.
Yep.
So it's certainly not a gravy or anything extravagant like that. It's a bowl of spuds with sauce squeezed all over it.
Does she do different types of potato? Just the jacket potato? Does she mash it? Does she...
Oh, maybe on the weekend she'll go crazy and mash.
Oh, no, but she'd have chips and things.
No. Just a bowl of spuds.
But
That's it.
you telling me she doesn't eat potato fries?
Sometimes she'll put them just in the microwave and just heat them up.
We had Jackson Warne on, Shane Warne's son. Remember he did SAS? This was his diet.
You did say on the show that you've only really eaten around about 10 foods your whole life. What are those foods, Jackson?
Toast, cereal, eggs, bacon, pizza, pasta, lasagna, and apples.
Yum.
So no veggies? No veggies?
No, I've never had a veggie.
Wow. Never had a veggie.
Because I understand salad and that when you're young, you don't really like a majority of the fruit and veggies, do you? But then as you get older, you acquire a taste.
Frank's in Bondi. What's the only thing you eat, buddy?
So I was off the drink for 4 months, so all I had was homemade vegetable soup and water.
How much weight did you lose?
I lost 40 kilos.
Yeah.
Wow! But Frank, were there any other deficiencies that you found with only just having soup the whole time?
That I was the most boring bloke in the world.
Use the hashtag fat and happy, Frank.
And I watched plenty of football sober, which I hadn't done for probably 40 years.
Was that a laxative effect as well, Frank, or no?
No. It was all good.
And Frank, have you found a bit of a balance now where you're able to have a couple of cans, mate, but still eat healthy?
No, I still do it once a month, though.
Good effort, Frank.
Good on you,
really
Frankie.
good effort. Brad in Bass Hill, what's the only thing your mate eats?
Brown rice.
Only brown rice. Does he have any sauce with it, Brad?
No sauce. He did it as a diet. He lost a ton of weight. I think he ate it for like 6 months.
Yeah. Good effort.
I mean, that's kind of your default if you run out of money for the week. Get a bag of rice, will go forever.
See, I after a while, that would have to suck.
Yeah, you throw a bit of soy sauce on it. You know, you try and distract it from what it is. Tomato sauce, soy, potatoes again.
Gus from North Sydney, what's the only thing that you eat, Gus?
Yeah, I actually took my diet advice from Wippa back when he was training.
Yeah, go on, Gus.
A fair bit of weight.
Yeah.
It's the seafood diet where I eat seafood and I eat it.
All right, mate. You know, Gus, I thought you'd called through to share the journey of the 5-2, but you've made a fat joke, Gus, on a Friday.
Gus,
That's exactly what you've done.
really well.
Yeah, we didn't even set that one
What
up.
I like is Gus laughing to himself after he'd made the joke. So even you knew it was coming and still you're laughing, Gus. I love you too, buddy.
Love you, mate. Good work. Here's a couple of things that we love doing. Your Uber rating. We're going to go through that in a second. Actually, can everyone get their phones out in the team? And I just want you to check something. You know how if you go to someone's Instagram account, you can actually see if someone that you follows them as well. Can everyone go to Dan Murphy's? I only picked this up the other day. I was looking at Dan Murphy's.
Dan Murphy's
for
on
something.
Instagram.
Yeah, so if you go to Dan Murphy's, and then this really freaked me out because, you know.
Should I follow it?
She works on the team. But you know when you go to Dan Murphy's and then it tells you, if you go to their followers, who they are following. So go to Dan Murphy's and they're following 821 people.
So click on that.
Who's the first people? Who's the person from our team that they follow?
Lou.
Lou.
Why Dan Murphy's following you?
Lou, Dan Murphy's is following you. We're a little bit worried about you. We're going to have a chat to you later on, okay? Because that's a little bit scary.
God, they follow a lot of people.
Don't
They're following Zoe Foster Blake. Martha from Married at First Sight.
Maddie J and Laura, Sophie Mel.
Okay, so here's the new one, right? And you know how we always talk about our Uber ratings? Does everyone know what their Uber ratings is? Mine's 4.77. They've actually delved deeper into your Uber rating. So you get to see the drivers that gave you 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 star, or 1 star for your drive in their car.
Right. So if I go to
Okay, so
Uber,
everybody go to Uber, okay? Now, in the top right-hand corner is your profile.
Yep.
Press on that, then go down to settings.
Okay.
Right, when you go down to settings...
Yeah.
Yep. You got settings?
Yep, got it.
Right, now go down to the second to last one is privacy. Go down to privacy, manage the data you share with us.
Sure, got it.
Down the bottom.
Yep.
Okay, now, when you go on that, see up the top it says Privacy Centre.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Privacy Centre.
Mine doesn't have any.
Take control of your privacy and learn how we protect it.
Updated. Have to update your.
Then it says your data and privacy at Uber. If you actually scroll across, it says, would you like to see a summary of how you use Uber? Okay, so you see a summary of how you use Uber.
Hang on.
Oh God, this is.
So I'm on this. I'm on this page.
My app doesn't have any.
Where do I go? Where do I go here from Privacy Centre?
Press Privacy Centre up the top.
Click on that.
Yep. And then about halfway down, you've got to scroll across until you get to, would you like to see a summary of how you use Uber?
Would you like to see a summary of how you like to use? Yes, see summary, please.
When you see that summary, go down a bit further and it goes to ratings, view my ratings. And it shows you what the drivers have been rating you.
View my ratings.
Now,
Okay.
I have got 8 1-star ratings. So I have pissed off, obviously, 8 drivers, and I don't know what... Now, the only thing I can think of is sometimes I rock up into an Uber with a beer in my hand.
Right.
Is that a 1-star rating?
I never do that, and I've got 8 1-star ratings.
You've got 8 1-star ratings.
I'm a big one for I need an Uber now, and then I go, yep, confirm, and then it says 14 minutes away, and I go, don't have time, and I cancel it.
Oh, I see, they don't like that, mate.
So that's probably where I'm getting my 1-stars from.
Tommy, how many have you got?
7 1-star ratings.
Tommy, you're the nicest bloke on earth.
Well,
the 7's good, but more importantly would be the 5-star. How many 5-star ratings have we had where people said, gee, I want him again?
298.
298?
Yeah.
That's great numbers.
440.
Oh, good effort.
Wow.
Thanks so
You
much.
get a lot of Uber.
Not really.
Well, if you've been in over 448 rides, that's a lot of Ubers.
That is a good effort. But you actually get to see, and then you can actually check your driver
How can
ratings.
you not get your head around that?
No,
If
I
you-
can. I just hadn't thought about it.
But you can't actually check the driver ratings because it says there's a privacy. You can't check what the riders.
Yeah, because
have
otherwise
been.
you'd be lashing out at them.
Tommy, what's your overall rating?
Oh, 4.82.
Oh, that's wow. 4.82.
Yeah.
That's
What are you
yours.
with?
4.78.
Oh, yeah, I'm 4.77. You mother.
Got him!
Selection for the SAS is a test like no other.
Get off your knees!
This is SAS Australia.
Yeah, we know that voice very, very well. He's usually yelling at you. He's not that low. Ant Middleton joins us now. Ant!
Hello, buddy.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, we've got you. We've just got you there. Mate, we're extremely excited about SAS. You obviously know the success and how much Australia's fallen in love with this show. As we look through the people that are there and the promos running around, is it Paul Fennick that it looks like gets a little bit nasty and a bit arky with a few of the other contestants on the show?
Yeah, there's a bit of a clash between Paul and Lockie. There's a clash of characters. There's some big characters on this, big personalities on the show. And you'll see that come through, for the best and for the worst as well. But yeah, there's Paul, he doesn't mess around. He's a little guy, but he comes with a punch.
Ant, can I ask you, because, I mean, mentally you've got to get through these challenges and it's crazy, but you've done this all around the world. I want to ask you, what's the quickest someone has pulled out of any SAS that you've done? How many hours in?
6 hours. Roxy.
Roxy.
She's of SAS Australia.
6 hours.
Roxy's still got the record.
She still holds the record. Listen, we've been close to it, though. But she still holds the record.
Oh, 6
You know
hours.
what's going to be interesting? I mean, when I look at the show and everybody compares themselves or thinks about themselves being on the show, one of the most nerve-wracking parts, I think, is when you finally get into line and you've got to strip off in the nude in front of everybody. Is that challenging for a lot of the contestants?
Do you know what? It's just stripping people down. It's making them realise they're in our world. We strip them down to nothing, basically. And we almost want them to feel worthless and you know, just on the level, basically. So everyone's on the same level. The slate is quite cleaned. And like, right, this is your chance to start over. This is your chance to face your fears, face your phobias, and become a better version of who you are. And we do that in a sort of tough love, quite sickening type of way. But yeah, we strip them down basically to humble them.
Now, there's a promo going around at the moment, and it's really, really confronting, and it's the tear gas challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Melissa Wu, who is one of Australia's great divers, unbelievable, she comes out of that house, and she starts running, and you can tell halfway through her run, her eyes are gone, she passes out, like while she's still running.
So that can happen.
And she hits the deck really hard, Ant. I mean, that you would have been freaking out a little bit when you saw her on the ground.
Yeah, I was plucking mud out of her teeth. She hit the ground that hard that she had a mouthful of dirt. And obviously, once I assessed her and laid her down, and got some oxygen on her, she obviously came to. And she's a warrior. That one. She didn't want to give up. She was just pushing herself physically and psychologically to every single limit. If you talk about one recruit that have pushed themselves to an extent where I, as the chief instructor, sort of stepped back and gone, right, enough's enough. You know, just handing your number. Melissa is that girl.
Wow, we can't wait, Ant. We're really, really looking forward to this. This is one of our favourite shows. It starts Monday night, 7:30 on Channel 7. We appreciate your time, Ant. Can't wait to have you back in Australia.
Listen, thanks for having me, guys, and hopefully I'll be in studio one day.
No worries.
Thanks,
See you soon,
buddy.
mate.
You know what? You know what's going to be interesting? Some of the back-end stories when they sit down for the interrogation. You've got Jeff Hugel there. You've got footballer Wayne Carey.
Yes.
And there's some strong units. Darius Boyd's in there. Barry Hall is in there.
Richard Buttrose is in there as well. I mean, with his past. I know Melissa Takout's got really worried as well going underneath the water. I mean, there's some people with some checkered past there. This is what you want.
Would you do it?
This is the interrogate. What are you looking at me for?
Would you do it?
Would I do it?
Yeah.
I would love to do it. I would love to do it just to push your body and see how far you could go.
I mean, your shoulder pops out when you dive into a swimming pool.
This is the thing. When I dive into the water, my shoulder pops out.
It's like Lethal Weapon and Fitzy's just smashing his shoulder against a wall trying to get it back in.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
All right, Monday night, 7:30. Make sure you check it out. The recap of the week is coming up next. This is where we do have a bit of a laugh leading into this, because it's recap of the week. Snitchy's in the room.
Oh, my God. Have you done a good job this week, mate? Or?
This year?
Yeah.
It's also this year, yeah. No, it's a good one this week.
Okay, all right. Let's do a recap of the week.
It's been a big week this week, and the guys kicked it off being joined by Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, mate.
They had exactly 4 minutes with him.
How long have we got with Mark Wahlberg?
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Or 3 minutes and 50 seconds if we're really counting.
Give or take a few seconds.
If we keep talking, will we get cut off?
Yes.
But it was a good thing because they used those 4 minutes very wisely by talking about moustaches for half the interview.
That moustache is...
Wow.
Check out the stats. I was just going to say, baby, check out the stats.
Yeah, that is hot, mate.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Did he always have a mo, your old man, did he?
Oh, yeah. He was big with the moustache.
5 minutes later.
Quite often the family would say, shave it off, and then they go, no, grow it back.
My wife started with that, shave it off, and I said, no, I'm keeping it.
24 hours later.
You're definitely getting a run-up to Movember.
Yeah.
And you wonder why you got cut off early, guys.
I'm sorry, guys. That's actually all the time we have for this year.
Keep up the mo. You look great, mate.
Thanks, guys.
We've got a couple of contenders for Caller of the Week this week. First off, I'd like to introduce Shane.
What did you want to say, Shana?
How you going, guys?
Pretty good, Shane.
Wow, that's
your time to shine, Shane, and you are your sparkling beast. Good luck today, Shane.
Lara, you're going first.
guys.
Oh, that's...
thank you.
You probably should have said that at the start, Shana, but that's all right.
But I don't think Shane's going to beat out Lisa, who we called for our quiet calls.
$200 up for grabs.
Not only did she not win the prize...
Hello?
Oh, no.
She was pretty mad that we even called her at all.
It's Fitzy and Wippa.
What?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Do you know why we're ringing you so early?
I've come to talk with you again.
No. Annoy me?
Oh,
yeah. Even more annoying when you find out $200 could have been yours.
Yeah, I'd rather speak.
Oh,
You'd rather sleep?
All right, Lise, go back to sleep.
Now, I'm not sure if there was something wrong with Wippa's bladder this week, because he got caught twice going to the bathroom when he was meant to be on air.
When you're younger, you can hold it for a lot longer than when you're getting older.
Once on Valentine's Day.
Take a really long walk down the hallway. Now you're out of breath.
Oh, there he is.
Sorry, I was just FaceTiming my wife on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
No, I was doing a wee.
And another in the middle of a Musselbrook olive field.
You do understand that there's a toilet over there. You don't have to go out into the olive trees.
Mate, I wasn't doing a wee on the olive tree, although that third tree on the left there, the olives seem to have changed colour. I don't know why.
But he didn't really contribute a lot in the studio this week anyway.
Wow.
Like his interpretation of the Super Bowl halftime show.
50 Cent was a bit out of breath.
50 Cent was
A
out
few
of...
extra kegs on him.
Didn't think he'd go the political angle. I just assumed he was upside down like a COVID
Film
bat. He was a bat with COVID. Oh, that's sending a shot across the bow. Oh, sorry, I misread it.
Or asking this rather strange question when they were talking about the experience of being in prison.
But he's in a cell with another bloke.
Another bloke.
Then don't they go out for dinner?
Go out for dinner?
No.
Did someone say KFC?
Only every second day.
I'm a rocket man.
Of course, a lot of this week has been dedicated to launching a bowl of spaghetti into space. And I'm not going to even try to explain how we got to this point because it's just going to take too long.
You're not really sending spaghetti into space.
Yes!
The balloon has been let go.
Look at it go!
Oh, my God, it's going up a lot faster than I thought.
So fast.
It's going to be a long, long time to bloody find this thing.
Sarah and I have to get going back home, mate.
Yeah.
So
What do you mean?
Finding it, big fella. There's a 22 rifle. Bring it down, guys. That's it.
So they sent Wippa off into the bush to do his best Russell Coit impression.
All right, don't be shy, guys. Go get this bowl of spaghetti. Guys, I'm down. Oh, I'm up. You're right. Kind of going the wrong way, aren't I? Whew. Oh, wow. Bring it this way. There's Spiky.
I'm sure the Prime Minister isn't regretting ringing up and wishing you luck in this endeavour, Whip.
I hope you're doing well up there in Musselbrook.
Guys, I'm down. Oh,
Launching your pasta sauce into space.
there's Spiky.
I wish you well with all that.
So proud of almost everyone. Nova and the team at UTI. UTS. Sorry. Are you not entertained?
So we actually got sent some audio for the recap this week from a radio station in Melbourne telling a story that sounds oddly familiar.
I once flew back from Bali with a radio personality from another station, actually, who's a bit of a nervous flyer.
Yeah, it's never a good story when they don't want to actually say your name.
He took a sleeping tablet and like an hour later he woke me up and said, I think I've just got Bali belly. And me and a flight attendant had to walk him.
Oh, because he's so droopy.
Yeah, that's a pretty embarrassing story. Hey, but look, at least they didn't say your name, Whips.
Was it Wippa? Wippa at Nova?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Wippa who shut himself on the plane. And he's a big unit, like moving him down the aisle.
But if we're going to talk embarrassing stories, we might as well end off the recap with this one.
Matt de Groot.
And it's so good, I'm just going to play it in its entirety.
Most romantic thing you've ever done to try and impress or get back a girl?
Buy a bunch of flowers every month for a girl who had never received flowers.
The one on reception?
Yeah.
And that was every week.
Yeah. For 9 months this happened and did not secure a date.
Nothing.
But I would often drive down to Canberra to leave a note on a girl's car and, just let her know, hey, I'm thinking of you, and drive back, and she wouldn't know that. And then there was that time where I left my mobile phone at the airport just so I could call her when I landed back in Australia. I didn't get that phone back, and I didn't get the date either. And then there was the time And then, of course, there was that time where I went out and
See you guys next week.
Oh, we love having a good
You're a
time,
dog,
don't
Snitch.
we? Oh, well done.
Well done, buddy. Have the week off.
Well done, Snitchy. Great work.
The Fitzy and Wippa Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.